together into you. Around that bend, you've never been. Swim the other way, the water's churning. Swim the other way, the water's raging. Plunge overboard and swim the other way. You're a champion swimmer in your head. gated compound. Captivating shepherd says, my child, the road ahead of you is long and meaningful. Wellness center, extended stay, retreat among fellow seekers. Your fellow seekers gave just the warmest welcome. Ecstatic even. Just burn your calendar now. Devoted practice. Practice tithing. Questions will arise. Be wary of questions which are only there to tempt you. Your attention inward. Your attention inward. Try gazing at his picture. That's the difference between you and me, you see. I have been in contact with the enlightened figure. You will never meet the enlightened figure. That's the difference between you and me, you see. That's the difference between you and me. Your inner voice awakens. Recommending internal memo, escape the compound. Never mind, avert your eyes, avert your eyes. Discipline with a smile! The crack of shepherd's crook! Master's gotta be hard-earned! Humility becomes humiliation! Up everything you once had. Can't picture starting over. Instructor might have made a joke. You laugh a little too hard. And at that moment, your mission brief crystallized. Escape the compound. 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 Memorize! Memorize! Committed to memory, the building layout, security schedule, unlocked agility, access doors, and big salmons of all! kneeling alongside the others. A skeleton key placed in your hands. Nothing spared from your sweeping understanding. Conspirators, trembling, sense you on their heels. Beyond your darkened library, your candle's been extinguished. Running blindly with hands outstretched in front of you through corridors and confusion with your hands over your ears. Beyond your darkened library, a corkscrew in the rabbit hole. In shadows, dark labyrinth, chanting in a code. Corridors and videos, messages in secret. Behind shadows, dark labyrinth, with hands outstretched in front of you. In corridors, dark beckoning, the members of a cult. In shadows, dark labyrinth, chanting in a code. Corridors and videos, messages in secret. Behind shadows, dark labyrinth, with hands outstretched in front of you. Census register. With the lights hitting overdrive. Census register. With the lights hitting overdrive. Get out from the monitor. Fatal error. Lights flash warning you. Lights flash warning you. Technicians on alert. Panicking engineers. Hands grasp telephones. Hands grasp telephones. Waves of the smoke in the distant sky. Waves of the smoke in the distant sky. Discussion in the meeting room. Deadline. The ticking of the second act. The ticking of the second act. Mission brief. Lowering rope. Hands grasp telephones. Hands grasp telephones. Minutes for the smoke to appear in the sky. Minutes for the smoke to appear in the sky. We've lost awareness. Awareness, you're on some kind of endless search you heard the news. Your visitor sees instantly the things you took for granted, the mess you've gotten used to. Stare so long you start getting used to it. One Damning evidence. This is damning evidence. Damning evidence. This is damning evidence. Face tilting backwards as eyes widen, as hand with pointed finger extends forward. Damning evidence. This is damning evidence. Leans as far back as possible before disappearing in a whirl in a trench coat flap, the inside of which displays some kind of summons. Grail held aloft! Held aloft the grail of watertight facts! Watertight facts in order! Damning evidence! This is damning evidence! All behold!